What's poppin', Rocky Top? Welcome back to Poppin Politics, UT's very own political wrap-up show, where you learn about politics and I eat popcorn. Today is a very special episode of Poppin Politics, so I hope you're ready. I'm your host, Evan Mays. Let's get started. As our former editor-in-chief, Kylie, has so astutely pointed out, if you've turned on your TV recently or been on social media, you may have heard about the current impeachment proceedings underway against President Donald Trump. These impeachment proceedings can be pretty confusing, though, and unfortunately, news outlets like CNN or Fox News assume their viewers have some prior knowledge of how all of this works and have time to keep up with everything that's going on. I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has time to keep up with all of this. But that's what I'm here for. Instead of having to watch hours of CNN coverage, I'm here to give you a quick breakdown of what is really going on, who's involved, and what's going to happen. So first of all, what's impeachment? Some have the misconception that a president being impeached means she or he is removed from office. Actually, an impeachment is just a proceeding, a trial, if you will. The process isn't as complex as you may think. If there are allegations of impeachable offenses against a president, first, the House of Representatives hears the evidence against the president. They then decide if there is enough evidence to warrant impeaching the president. If they decide there is enough evidence, they draft articles of impeachment. If a majority of the representatives vote to impeach the president, the impeachment proceeding officially begins. In the event that the House votes to impeach a sitting president, the process proceeds to the Senate. During this stage, the Senate will act as the jury, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court acts as the judge, the House appoints prosecutors, and the President appoints a defense team. The Senate gets to set the specific guidelines for the proceeding, but either way, after all the evidence has been presented and all of the witnesses have testified, the Senate votes on whether or not to convict the president, which requires a 2/3 vote.
Has a president ever been impeached?
Great question, Kylie. 2 presidents have actually been impeached before. Andrew Johnson was impeached in 1868 and Bill Clinton was impeached in 1998. Now that you understand how the impeachment process works, you may be wondering why President Trump is being impeached in the first place. Currently, Trump is accused of pressuring Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky to dig up dirt on Hunter Biden, the son of former Vice President Joe Biden, who may be running against Donald Trump in the 2020 presidential election. Asking foreign entities or countries for assistance in a U.S. election is illegal. Back in September, the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, announced the commencement of the official impeachment inquiry, and on October 1st, the House of Representatives also voted to officially begin the proceedings. So now, the House Judiciary Committee is tasked with interviewing public witnesses. You may have heard some names being thrown around recently, like Marie Yovanovitch or Fiona Hill. There are several witnesses, such as Yovanovitch, Hill, and Ambassador Gordon Sondland, who have delivered groundbreaking testimony that could potentially be damaging to the president. At the center of this is whether or not the president's phone call with Zelensky was inappropriate or not. President Trump claims it was not. However, many Democrats and a few Republicans have claimed the call was inappropriate and impeachable.
So what happens next?
Another great question, Kylie. I predict the House, which is controlled by the Democrats currently, will vote to impeach the President of the United States before the end of the year, or at the latest by January. Then the proceedings will go to the Senate, where many political analysts suspect President Trump will be acquitted. Considering the Senate is controlled by the Republicans, President Trump's party, this is likely. However, I think it's anyone's game, and there is no way to predict how the Senate might vote this early in the process. All right, well, I hope this has helped everyone understand the impeachment process a little bit better. But that's it for us here at The Beacon for this semester. First, I want to say a big thank you to Kylie, the Daily Beacon's former editor-in-chief, for not only asking so many great questions today, but also for supporting all of my craziness since this show started. I want to say a quick thank you and good luck to our new editor-in-chief, Gabby. And lastly, I want to say a thank you to all of you for watching me eat popcorn and nerd out over the past few weeks. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to see all of you again in January. This is Evan Mays, signing off.
You did that last part really well.
Thank you. That's a wrap.